Hello everyone, welcome to the Introduction to Mechanical and Industrial Engineering course, MEC 130. In this video, I'm going to discuss the organization structure and facility layout. This is one of the important subjects to more oriented to the industrial engineering. So as we introduced for this course, that who are industrial engineers? We said that industrial engineers, they use the roles of physics, mathematics, statics, human factor, related knowledge, law, and ethics to do some activities which are related to the industrial engineering, like the design of processes and perform projects that may involve facilities, products, and system taking into account the human factor. Also, the design ways of the best utilization of the resources of an organization. And the focus of this video or this part actually is what does it mean organization. Also, we are going to discuss about the different organizational structures. In the meanwhile, we are going to define what does it mean facility, and we're gonna discuss the different facility layouts. So it is like two parts of this video. So organization, like the design of the ways of the best utilization of the resources of an organization. This is one of the responsibilities of the industrial engineer. And resources here, we are talking about the workers, raw material, the capital, information, buildings, equipment, energy, technology, and anything that belongs to a specific organization. Also, they do analysis of the goals of an organization, the constraints imposed, the uncertainties to find the best solution for this organization to work perfectly and get the most possible gain. So the question is, what does it mean organization? Since as you can see, many of the activities of the industrial engineering somehow is for the benefit of an organization. So the question is, what does it mean organization? An organization is the unification of a group of people. So this is one condition, that there should be something common that unify these people to work together, which is the organization. So the common could be the activity, the type of the thing that they are going to do, like carrying out processes, activities, or anything to achieve certain purposes on a continuing basis. This is a second condition. So this definition has two essential parts here to qualify these guys who are doing some similar and common activities with a certain purpose. Is that this unification of the people, it will be considered as organization. There are two conditions. First, that as I mentioned, there should be a unification of this group of people, that they should be unified, and the thing that unifies them is the activity, is the process, is the purpose, is the reason, the thing that they are collected together, they are working together to achieve something. And it should be on a continuing basis. It means that it should be continuous. For example, if we're gonna consider the group that you form for your project for this semester, this group, it is unification of a group of students who are people at the end, right? And you are working over a specific project. So you could be considered as organization, but in fact, this group, it could be considered as a group for the project, and that's it. By the end of the semester, by the end of this group, project, the relation between these guys of the group who are working on this project will be ending. It means that the unification will be vanished, will be ending, will end by the end of the project, by the end of the task, by the end of the purpose or the process or the activity. So it won't gonna be considered as organization. But in case that the unification, it is still hold, even if a specific project or a task that has been finished, and there are some other tasks that you're gonna continue to accomplish and finish, and over a continuous basis, this will be considered as organization. The thing that unify these people together will be considered as organization. For example, if we're going to talk about the university, it is an organization. By the end of the semester, the relation between me and you will be finished. So my class For this course, it will not be considered as organization. There is something that unify me and you and to deal together through this class. But our relation will be ending by the end of this semester, by the end of this class, unless you're going to take another course. So the roles of the organization of this class will be different somehow. But as I said, one single class, it could be considered as a unit with a huge organization, the big organization, which is the university itself. And the university will be continuing doing the job, which is giving education to students and graduating students every semester. Make sense? All right, so what type of activities or processes that an organization is going to do, or these people who are unified in one organization, they are going to carry out certain processes or activities. What type of activities? So these are the 5 activities that are common between all the different types of organizations. Organizations, they do have types. We have different types and different structures of the organization. So no matter what is the type or the structure of this organization, what are the activities that those people who are unified within this organization, or what are the processes that they should perform or carry out once they belong to a specific organization? And you could deal with these activities like these are the different departments in this organization. For example, let us consider an organization that is going to be used for making cars, or organizations like BMW, for example. BMW, there is a huge organization and they are making their own designs of the cars every year. And there are lots of designs of cars that they already provide every year, right? So there should be the development department in this organization. This development department is going to perform some development of new ideas, of new products. So the development process, these guys who are working in the development department, they are responsible for coming up with a new product, with a new idea of a new brand, not a new brand, a new design of the car for the current year. So this is how the processes start, and it ends with the design of this new product. They should give a design, and many of the cases the design is going to be over paper. Like this is how the shape of this car is going to look like, and then they're going to provide some working prototype. Working prototype, it means that you're going to give like a model, a small model of your new product. This is what does it mean prototype in general, but what does it mean working prototype? It means that this prototype, it should be prepared and it is ready to be made. It means that they are responsible for 2 things: to come up with a new idea, with a new product, then they give the design of this new product. In the meanwhile, they give a prototype to start building or designing or manufacturing this product. And this is the responsibility of the development department in this organization, in BMW, for example. Then what comes after is the preparation of infrastructure. Like, for example, to build a new car with a new design, with a new specification, which basically this specification were not the same like the previous year's car. So in that case, we would need to build a facility to build this brand new car. So in that case, this process will start with the working prototype. This department receives the working prototype from the development department of the new product, and it ends with the successful completion and testing of the product's production facility. So what does it mean, facility? Facility, this is like the factory, the space. Any single tool, even the space that is needed to build this product, these guys or this department is responsible for preparing the factory, preparing the facility that it will be used for making and testing and completing this product. So the preparation of infrastructure department, it could be like in general as infrastructure department. These guys, they're gonna take the prototype of this new car and they're gonna build all the required facilities that is needed to make this product. And then once we make the product and we basically we make the car and we test the car and make sure that the car is working perfect and everything is fine, we have to communicate them then with the sales department. These guys who are responsible for branding the car and distributing the car among people. This is the marketing department kind of. So this process starts with market research. This process starts with market research. Like this department basically it should communicate with the other departments. Like this is some of the responsibilities of the sales department or the marketing department. That this should search, do some research in the market, what is needed, what people's need. Then it ends with an order from a customer. Okay, we do have this. This is what you want. This is what you need as customer. And this is this thing that we are going to provide to you. So this is basically the responsibilities or the process of the sales within this organization, how it is done. We start by the market research, then we end by an order from a customer. Once we receive this order will be received or sent to the supply department. These guys, they gonna receive the order from the customer, or they gonna work on preparing the order to the customer. Like, okay, there is a specific customer who already wanted a specific design for his car, like Tesla car, for example. Now Tesla, you are making your own car, so it's gonna work the same way. Like you receive an order, the sales or the marketing department, they receive a specific order and with the specific specifications of the car, and then the supply department, they already going to deliver and they gonna receive the payment from the customer for this service or this product. And also there should be service after sales. Like for example, like the service that you are doing for your car every like 6 months or every specific kilometers or miles for your car. So the service, this process starts with a customer request for a specific service, and it ends when the service is already provided with the satisfaction of the customer. So this is the process of the service, or these are the responsibilities of the service department. So as you can see, any organization, no matter what is the type or the structure of organization, these are the common 5 activities. As we defined organization, this is a unification of people that they are doing certain processes or activities. Like what? What are the examples of activities? Like these 5 activities which are common between all organizations, no matter what is the type of this organization. Make sense? Now let us discuss what are the organizational structural models, or what are the different organizational structures. As I said, that organizations, they are different in terms of the type, in terms of the structure. So the question is, what does it mean an organizational structure, or a structure of an organization? The structure of an organization, it arranges, it is like a model. Like we build a model of the structure of this organization. It arranges the relationship between all the team members, or this unification of the people who are working within this organization, of an organization who shall perform the organization's 5 processes. So as we said, organization is unification of people. How we can make sure that these people are organized and working together, and the relation between them is specified, so they can be successfully perform the processes or the activities, these 5 activities of the organization. To ensure this, we should design this organization based on a specific organizational structural model. So what does it mean, the organizational structure model? This is the arrangement, the way we are arranging the relationship between all the people, all the team members of an organization who shall perform the organization's 5 processes or activities. It answered, actually this structure, it answered this question: who shall report to whom? Like for example, if we're gonna talk this university as an example of an organization. As of myself, I am one of the people who are, or one of the team members who are working for this organization, or in this organization, in this university. So I'm reporting to someone. I'm reporting to someone who is the department chair. So this is my boss. This is my manager. This is my supervisor. Also, it answered the question who had the responsibilities to perform a specific task. For example, or what it defined the responsibilities of everyone within the group members. You are part of this organization. What are your responsibilities? What my responsibilities as a faculty, as a professor? What are your responsibilities as a student? You are, as a student, one of the team members, a key team member within this organization, within this university. So you do have some responsibilities. I do have some responsibilities. My manager or the department chair, the dean, the chancellor, the provost, everyone has responsibilities to do. Who has the authority to use the organizational resources? Resources, if we're going to talk about the chairs, the desk, this projector, this whiteboard, anything, my office, for example, the doors, the lights, everything, all the facilities, anything that is already found within this organization, it belongs to this organization. It belongs to the university. So had the authority, who had the authority to use this machine, who had the authority to use this lab? If there is a specific lab, who should be using this lab? There are some guys who are having the authority to access this lab and use this lab, and there are some other guys who are not allowed to use this lab unless they get a permission or they give an authority to use this lab. So these are the things that arrange the relation and the responsibilities of these guys who are gonna work for a specific organization. So this is what does it mean, the organizational structure, and we do have different types of the organizational structures, and these different types of the organizational structure gives an indication about what is the type of the organization. It means that we have different types of the organization. So the organizational structure, is related to both the quantity and the variety, like the type of the organizational structure, it is related to both the quantity and the variety of the products or services offered by the organization as shown in this figure. So for example, so organizational structure versus this figure gives the organizational structure versus the variety and quantity of the product. So for example, we may have organization that is going to be considered as project organization. A typical example of this, these organizations who are used for the constructions, like all the constructional organization that use for making malls, building huge buildings and so on. So these organizations, these companies, they are qualified or typed as project organization. Why? Because they are working over unique product. So for example, if there is a specific organization who's going to make a new mall, so the mall, it should be unique. It should be different in terms of design and everything than any other mall that would be found in the same city. So this mall is a unique product that is going to be done and performed for just once in the lifetime. So it is one single product. As you can see, it is one single product, and in the meanwhile, it is unique. So the organization who will be responsible for making this unique product, one single product, it will be considered as project organization. Or in other words, these organizations who are providing this service, providing this product, they should be structured as project organizations. To be successful as organization who gonna provide unique product, single product, it should be structured as project organization. We do have some other organization whose structure is matrix organization. Even the functional organization, they are kind of very similar. Matrix, or having the same variety in almost the same variety of the product and the quantity of the product. So for the matrix organization, this type of organization, they are not providing one unique product, and instead they are providing so many products with so many varieties, but they are providing quantities, a specific amount, good quantities of every single product. They are not providing or making one specific product, they are making so many products. A typical example of this, for example, the Samsung company. The Samsung is a huge organization. They are not making only one specific product. They are making cell phones, they are making refrigerators, they are making cookers, they are making washer. They are making so many things, the laundry and other things. So there are lots of products that you are using at home that it could be made of Samsung. So Samsung is a huge organization that are making high variety of products. They are not making one specific product, they are making many products with different specification, with high variety, but they are making a specific amount for every single one of these products. Make sense? The other organization is functional organization. They are working over product, but the variety on the product, it is not that high like the matrix organization, but they can provide more amount of this product, of these products. There are multiple products, but the variety between these products, it is not that huge. So that's why they are more functional, that they depend on the process, on the function of making the function of a specific product itself, and we are going to discuss this point. But anyway, they are working on a low variety when compared to the matrix organization, but they can provide more quantities or amount of this product or this product that they can make. The other organization is process organization. This type of organization, it is kind of very specific over a specific amount, specific products. Like they gonna make 1, 2, 3, 5, a few amount of products, but the variety, it is very limited. There should be something common between all of these different products that this process is making. Here I'm talking about the process organization. The common between all of these products that this organization can make is the process. The way of making them is common. So in that case, we can organize, we can design this organization to be a process organization, and it has the ability, as I said, to give the same products or a specific amount of products, specific product, and the variety between this product, it is very limited, and the common between them is the process itself. The way of making this product, it should be very common, and it has the ability to give very high quantity of these products. Then we have the product organization. Product organization, this is the one that it works over one single product, 2 products at maximum. And it provides a huge amount, million copies of this product. So this could be considered as product organization. The product organization, it should be organized. Its structure, it should be designed to ensure the successful production of this specific product with the minimum time, with the very fast, with the minimum time possible, and provide this huge amount of the product. So this, we have to organize this, or we have to build the structure of this organization as a product organization. So all of these are different organizations. That the difference between these organizations is the structure itself. We have project organization, we have matrix organizations, functional organization, process organizations, and product organizations. Make sense? Now let us discuss every one of these different organizational structures, and let us start with the project organizational structure. In this structure, it consists of a team of expertise of various fields working to perform only one common project. As we said, project organization, they are working over unique product, single product. So they are working over a unique product. In that case, this product will be named as a project, that they do have a project that they have to perform. So, and the common between, or what collect these guys or unify these guys in one, these people in one organization, is this project itself. So that's why they are working together, and they are expertise of different fields, and they are working. So this is a condition that we should have a team of expertise, and these guys, they should be of different backgrounds. They should be of different backgrounds. Like you're gonna find civil engineers, you're gonna find mechanical engineer, electrical engineer working for project organization. It means that these guys are different in terms of the background, in terms of the qualification, in terms of the knowledge, in terms of the experience, and they are working together. But the thing that makes them unified is that the project itself, they are working together as a team to accomplish a specific project. So this is how the structure of this organization is performed. It consists of a team of expertise from various different backgrounds working together to perform only one common project. So there are some important things that should be mentioned here, that this is a team of expertise of various fields, and they are working to perform only one common project. So this is for the project organization structure, and this flow chart or this figure shows a typical example of a project organization structure, that we basically with the boss, who is this CEO, which is the chief executive officer, and the deputy and the project office. These guys, you could say like this, these guys are the main managers of this organization. They are monitoring and they taking care of all the project that this organization is doing. So this organization is not working over one specific project, only one project. No, it has multiple projects who are running in parallel in the same time. Like we do have project 1, project 2, project 3, and so on. Like project 1, it could be like building a mall. Project 2, building a huge building in another city. So there are lots of projects that are running on the same time, and these guys already monitoring and managing the progress on these projects. And they, in the meanwhile, they assign managers to every one manager or two managers. In many of the cases, it's going to be one manager to every one of these projects. So there is a project manager who is going to be I'm the manager for this project 1, manager for project 2, manager for project 3, and so on. So these managers are assigned from these guys, the boss, and they are reporting to them. They are reporting to the deputy or the CEO or even the project office. And every one of these managers is responsible for a specific project. He is responsible for this project to accomplish this project over a period of time. And once this project is done, he should be assigned another project. You got my point? So there should be this manager. He's taking care of the responsibility and responsible for these and managing these guys. All of these guys, like the procurement assessments, the assistants, and the human resources, any other staff assistants and engineers, technicians, team leaders, team members. So these guys are working. There is a huge crew of guys already working here to accomplish this project. The same thing for the other manager. He's responsible for these guys and this project, and he is managing these guys, all of them together. So these guys are reporting. These engineers are reporting to the manager. So you are as an engineer, for example, if you are working as a fresh graduate engineer or a specific after 5-6 years, you are working just industrial. Your job title is industrial engineer or mechanical engineer or civil engineer. So definitely you are going to report to your manager. Your manager in that case, in many of the cases, is going to be the project manager, and mostly you're going to be able to report to the main boss. And instead, you're just going to report to the manager is going to report to the other guys. Make sense? So this is a typical example of the structure of a project organization. The next type of organization is matrix organization or matrix organization structure. In this structure, it consists of a team of expertise, the same thing, from various fields. So they are of different backgrounds who are working to perform many of projects with many similarities. So what makes this different than the previous project organization? Project organization, it is based on the project, and they are working, these guys, all of this crew, and even their manager, they are working over one specific project. Even they probably have no clue about these guys. They don't know these other guys who are working over another project. So this is for the project organization. But for the matrix organization structure, that these guys, they are working over many projects, but there should be so many similarities between these projects. And the organization of the structure of the organization depends on the different departments. So what does it mean? We start by the CEO and the VP and the other staff who are assisting and helping these guys. So this is the management, the main upper management department or office. And then we do have different departments, department 1, department 2, department 3, and so on. Like, for example, we do have project department, we do have, or the project management department, we do have welding and metal cutting department, we have engineering department, electronic department, HR, which is human resources department, heavy equipment department, and so on. And there should be a manager for every one of these departments. And these managers are reporting to the CEO or to the VP, and in the meanwhile they are assigning they are responsible for a crew who are working as within the project office. We do have another crew of technicians and engineers who are working with the welding and metal cutting office or the workshop, and we do have the engineer manager or the engineers with different backgrounds, and we do have electronic and equipment department, and so on. So for example, and in the meanwhile, this organization is working over different projects in the meanwhile, in the same time, like project 1, project 2, project 3. So the project office, their manager, they assign managers. This guy assigned manager for the different running projects. So these managers, they are only manager for the project, but this guy is a manager of all of these managers. You got my point? So these guys are reporting to their boss, who is the manager of the project office, and then there should be the manager of the welding and metal cutting office. He assigned one or a crew or a group or a team from the department, from this department will be assigned to this project, another group or crew will be assigned to another project, and so on. Probably the same group or the same guy, he can work over multiple projects, that is fine, or you can assign different guys working on different projects. Like for example, he assigned Jim to work over project 1 and 2, and John to work over project 3. You got my point? Like for example, the engineering department, the manager, he should assign some guys for project 1 and for these different projects. Like he assigned Dan to the project 1, Joe to the project 2, Ben to the project 3, and so on. Electronic equipment, he assigned Ann and Bob and Liz to these 3 projects, and so on. So as you can see, this is a different structure of the organization in order to manage the performance and the processes of doing many projects with many similarities. And this is for the second organization type, which is the matrix organization. The third one is the functional organizational structure. If you can refer to this figure, functional, it means that we are the variety of the product, it is not that huge. It means that we can work over a specific amount of or specific products that use for specific functions, and we can provide a certain good amount of and quantities of these products. So the functional organization, this structure, the team members are grouped according to their expertise and the function they perform. So we are making the grouping of, it means that we are collecting guys of the same experience with the same background, with the same qualification in one group. So here we are depending on the capital, on the people, on these guys who are working on the organization. Like there is a department of engineers. So all the engineers, all mechanical engineers, the mechanical department, definitely they're gonna collect all the mechanical engineer, and they are responsible for the mechanical activities within this organization, for example. So every group will perform similar functions. So this type of organization, it will be considered as functional organization. It means that the organization is organized, is structured by grouping people of the same experience, of the same expertise, and based on their function to perform, every single one of these group will perform some similar functions. So it is different organization. There in this example, we were depending on different people of different backgrounds working together. So within any project, you probably as a mechanical engineer, you're gonna find another electrical engineer. It is totally different background, and there is civil engineer. So you are working as a team together. Despite you have different backgrounds, different experience, you have to deal together to make this project successful. But here for the functional organization, it is a different. That you're gonna deal as engineer, as a mechanical engineer, for example, you're gonna deal only with mechanical engineers. You are for example, as civil engineer, you're gonna deal only with the civil engineers. So you're gonna deal with people of a similar background like yours. So it is a different structure that these peoples are grouped according to their expertise and the function they can perform, and every group will be doing the similar functions. So it starts with the CEO and the VP, and there is marketing department. These guys, they do have expertise in marketing and sales, and they already take degrees with this to be qualified to work in this department. And there should be a manager who is managing the marketing department, also the CFO, which is Chief Finance Office, the financial office. Also, these guys already taking degrees that qualify them to work in this office. Engineers, for example, we can even do division or for this department into mechanical engineer department, civil engineer department, electrical engineer department, human resources department, and the production department, and there should be managers assigned to these departments. So this is a different structure, again, that depend on the expertise and the function that this group of people, that this engineer, they can do. So these guys are doing the same thing. Almost there is lots of similarities between the things and the activities that they do. The same thing, the human resources guys, they are doing similar activities. Make sense? The next organizational structure is process-based organizational structure, and the product-based organization. They are different, which are these last two boxes here, the process-based organizational structure and the product-based organizational structure. What is the difference between them? That the process-based, it can do many products, but the similarity between these products, the variety between these products is very limited, and the common between them is the process itself. But the product organization, they are doing a specific product, but with a huge amount of quantity. So the process-based organization, in this structure, the organization is constructed based on the processes required to give similar products with very large quantities, that they can provide many products, but they are very similar, and the common between them, as I said, is the process. That what makes these products are similar is the process of making them. So it means that it is constructed based on the process of making these products and providing this product with very large quantities. This is the process-based organization. But the product-based organization, in this structure, the organization is constructed based on the processes required to produce and distribute a commodity, which is very, very similar to the previous one. Also depend on the process, but this one, it is more product-oriented than the process-based. In the process-based, we can make different products, but the common between them, as I said, is the process itself. But here in the product-based organization, they can make one specific or two specific products, which in many cases, like soft drinks, cheese, these companies that are making the cheese, and they do have their brand for the cheese. The same thing for the software, like Coca-Cola, Pepsi, and so on. So they are making a specific product with specific specifications. So they are organized based on the process that needed to make this product with a very huge amount of quantities. And distribute. It is not just making, also distributing this commodity or this product, specific product, which this will be considered as product-based organization. Make sense? All right, so now as we discussed, some of the activities that industrial engineers do is the design of processes and perform the projects that may involve facilities, products, and so on. So what does it mean, facility? We said that these industrial engineers, they are working to give the best utilization of the resources of an organization. And we discussed what does it mean, organization, and we discussed the organizational structure. Also, one of the things that of interest to industrial engineer is the facility and organizing the facility itself. So there is organization to the people who are working for this organization. In the meanwhile, the facility, any organization, it has facilities. So how we can organize the facilities of a specific organization, this is also some of the concerns of the industrial engineer. So what does it mean, facility and the facility layout? This is the second part of this video. So a facility is the resources, including the workplace, that would be used for making a product or a service. Any organization is going to give a product or a service at the end. But for these people who are working for a specific organization to be able to provide the service or the product, they should use resources, they should use tools and other things that would be considered as facility. So the facility, it is the resources, including even the workplace or the workspace that would be used for making the product or the service. And this facility, it should be designed, it should be organized based on a facility layout. So for the organization, we do have organizational structure that define how we are going to arrange the people who are working for this organization and how we are going to define the relation between them. This is the organizational structure. But how about the tools, the equipment, the workplace, any other resources that this organization use for making a product? These resources should be organized over a facility layout. So the facility layout, it is organizing the resources that are used for the production on the production floor. These resources may include the machineries, the tools, raw materials, products, material handling systems, furniture, office equipment, etc. Anything that belongs to this, any resource that belongs to the organization, it should be organized within the workplace of this organization, and this should follow a specific facility layout. This figure gives the different types of the facility layouts based on the product variety and quantity. So for example, we have workshop layout, and as you can see, the names somehow they are more related to the engineering. So workshop layout, this type of the facility layout, we are going to use it in case that this workshop or this organization or this facility gives a unique product, one single product. So in that case, the best way of arranging the resources within the workplace of this organization, it should follow the workshop layout. The functional layout, it comes next. It uses high variety of the product and it can give high quantities of the product. Also, or good quantities of this product. Group technology, cellular manufacturing facility. This is another type of the facility that works on kit that the product, it is kind of between low variety and high variety, and it can provide a good quantity of the product. Also, we do have flow shop layout, and we do have assembly lines layout, and we do have continuous production layout. So these are different layouts, and these how are arranged based on the product variety and the quantity of the products. Now let us discuss every one of these different facility layouts, and let us start with the workshop layout. Workshop layout, in this layout, machines. Here we are talking about workshop. Workshop, this is one of the things that you already did, that when you visited the lab for this course, when you already visited the workshop, and in the workshop there are lots of machines that are arranged somehow so we can easily access this machine and we can use them. So this type of arrangement is known as of these machines, like organizing and putting these machines one next to the other one, is known as a layout. How we can arrange these machines over the workspace or the area of the workshop, this is known as a layout, facility layout. One of the ways of arranging these machines is known as the workshop layout. In this layout, machines are spread across the facility floor in a way to allow for the ease transition between the machines. So we can easily access any one of these machines, even we can easily move any product from one machine to the other one. So we are arranging, there is no a specific arrangement, or there is no a specific way of arranging these machines, except that we would make it easy for us to access this machine. So it could be easy for us or even the product to be transmitted between these different machines. So in this layout, machines are spread across all the facility floor, and in a way that allow for the easy transition between the machine. As I said, it doesn't matter whatever we're gonna put the laser machine here or there. The key condition is how to easily access this machine. Make sense? This type of layout is going to be used for making a unique product. What does it mean? It means that this type of facility, they don't have a specific product to make, but instead they are working over to make a unique product, and this product will not be repeated anymore. Like for example, that they're gonna receive an order to make a specific gear with some specifications, and they're gonna do it. And this gear will not be repeated. It will not be done anymore. So in case that we are using this workshop for this purpose, we have to arrange the machines within this workshop with this way based on the workshop layout, so that we make it easy for us to access this machine so we can make the product. While we are working over a specific product, which is unique product, and again, it will not be repeated any more time, it is not necessary that we are going to use all the machines. We can use, for example, for making this product, the lathe machine and the drill machine and the milling machine, and that's it. While the other machine, we didn't use them. So that is fine. But for any other product, probably we would need to use the other facilities or the other machines. Make sense? The other facility layout is the functional layout. Functional layout, in this layout, machines are grouped according to their functions, and machines that can perform similar manufacturing processes are grouped in one group, like form one group. Like for example, we may have the lathe department. So what is the common within the lathe department? That this department contains machines, and these machines are the lathe machine that doing turning operations. We do have the milling department that include 5 or 6 milling machines, and they are doing different milling operations. And the drilling department, we do have 5 or 7 the drilling machines or drilling press that are used for the drilling operation. We do have assembly department, we do have grinding department, and so on. So this is another arrangement of the machines. Remember that the facility layout, this is the arrangement of the tools, arrangement of the machine that we are using within the organization. So how we are arranging these machines, we could arrange based on the workshop layout or based on the functional layout. Functional layout, in case that the facility that we have or the workshop includes so many machines of similar activities or similar types, like the drilling machines, so we can group them in one part, in one partition, even in one department, and we're gonna name this as department. The drilling department would have milling department, the lathe, the assembly department, and the grinding or finishing department. Make sense? So this is another layout that depends again based on the function. It depends on the function that we do the arrangement based on the function of these machines. But there, over the workshop layout, we are doing the arrangement based on the easy transition between the machine. Make sense? The third group is, or the third type of layout, is the group technology or cellular manufacturing technology. In group technology, machines are organized into machine cells. So we're gonna form a machine cell. Each one of these machine cells is used for making a family of products with similar route of manufacturing. Like every cell, it will be responsible for making many products, but the common between these products, that the route, the way of manufacturing these products, it should be similar. So in that case, we can group these machines in cell 1, cell 2, cell 3. And the difference between these different 3 cells is that the way of manufacturing, of making a product, the process of making the product itself, the route of manufacturing the product. Like we have to use the milling machine first, then the lathe machine, then the welding, then the drilling, then the grinding, till we're gonna end up with the final product. This is within cell 1, how the product is going to be processed. So it works like one single path, one single route of manufacturing. In cell 2, we have another route of manufacturing. We start by lathe or turning operation, milling, drilling, lathe one more time, then milling one more time, and we end up with grinding. In cell 3, we start with milling, then drilling, then grinding, and fastening, and workbench, and we're gonna end up with the product. So as you can see, the difference between these 3 cells is the way, the route of the manufacturing, that we start with milling first, then lathe. In the other cell, we start with the lathe, then milling and drilling. It depends. So the route is different, and here we are arranging the machine to make it easy to follow one specific route of manufacturing, so we can use this cell for making products that follow this route of manufacturing. Any product, whatever it is, that follow this route of manufacturing, we gonna use the cell 1 to make this product. In case that we have another product that is gonna follow another route like that follows cell 2 route or cell 3 route, we gonna use either one to make this product. Make sense? So this is another way of arranging the facility or another type of the facility layout. Also, we do have flow shop layout. In this layout, machines are put in order, in the order required to make large quantities of a family of products with similar manufacturing sequence. It is very similar to this, but the difference here that we do have a fixed route of manufacturing, and this type of facility is used for making products, and the common between these products that they do have the same route of manufacturing or sequence of manufacturing. It is not like multiple cell. So you could consider, for example, this type of facility, it could be considered like one cell within the group technology or cellular manufacturing layout. So this type of organization that using the cellular manufacturing layout or group manufacturing, it is big organization, it is a huge organization. But if you're gonna talk about these small companies and small organization, mainly they gonna have a fixed route of manufacturing, and in that case they gonna be used for this type of layout, will be used for making a high quantity, a large quantity of a specific group of product, and the common between this product is that they do have similar manufacturing sequence or process. So in this layout, the machines are put in the order that required to make large quantities of a family of products with similar manufacturing sequence. Like we start by the milling, lathe, and drilling, then milling, then grinding, welding, and then we end up with the grinding operation. And another layout, which is the assembly line and continuous production layout. These are two layouts, these two, which are assembly layouts or the continuous production layout. They are very similar. They are used for specific products, and they are more product oriented, like they depend more on the product itself, and the arrangement of the machine mainly depend on the product. So in these layouts, these are two layouts, not just one. These are two layouts, but they are similar. They are mainly automated. They depend on robots and automated machines, and used for assembling and producing one specific product and the machines, and these automated machines are arranged to make this product, and that's it. It means that this arrangement, this facility cannot make only except one specific product and assembling this product. So the assembly line layout or the continuous production layout, they kind of similar. They are automated and they are very limited to be used for a specific product. So these are the different facility layout, and that's it for this video. The objective again of this video is just to discuss what does it mean organization, what are the different organizational structures, and also what does it mean a facility, and what are the different facility layout. This organization and the arrangement of the resources of the organization and making the best use of these resources, also the arrangement of the facilities of this organization, it is one of the essential or some of the essential concerns or an importance of the industrial engineering. All right, so that's it for this video, and thank you for watching, and see you in another video.